Fans have been eagerly awaiting to see Transformers Rise of the Beast since the film was announced. It definitely seems to be pushing the franchise ahead and expanding it beyond anything we've seen before. So it's understandable why the world just can't wait for it to hit the big screen. In today's video, we're going to be giving you some of the most important details from the upcoming Transformers sequel, and more. Let's dive in. Starting off, what do we know about the upcoming sequel of Transformers? Transformers Rise of the Beast serves as both a sequel and a reboot. The Transformers series has gone through a bunch of phases over the course of its history, and the fact that things were able to change after the Michael Bay-led run of films is a credit to the brand's and name's enduring strength. The franchise is set to receive another entry, with this one teasing a potential return to the original coolness of the films. That will be Transformers Rise of the Beasts, which in many ways resembles Bumblebee 2, because it serves as a follow-up to that movie. Even though the film won't be released for some time, there's already a lot of information available about it, and so fans have understandably been quite hyped. Moving on, the movie's gonna follow the Beast Wars storyline. According to early reports, Hasbro's Beast Wars storyline will be followed in Transformers Rise of the Beasts, but we think it's a given that the plot will definitely be altered and changed a little bit to adjust it for the big screen. This new film will probably bring back some of the older Transformers we've previously seen, but there will also be a few new groups, one of which still has the cars as their alter egos, and another group of which will morph into animals. According to the plot of the film, the events of Bumblebee, which took place in the 1980s, occur in Brooklyn in 1994. In this one, it's essentially learned that a conflict exists between the three Transformer factions: Autobots, Maximals, and Terracons. Optimus Primal, the opposite of Optimus Prime, is the leader of the Maximals, a troop that transforms into animals. When Primal changes, he assumes the form of an ape. With certain action figure releases associated with the film, which is frequently one of the greatest ways to see what the movie's gonna be about, we were able to get an early peek at this character. The Terracons are a gang that's commanded by Scourge and can change into a logging truck. Although it's not entirely apparent how they fit into the plot, these guys appear to be serving as the film's main villains. There have been rumors that the three groups will clash, maybe leading to a massive explosion, but that's still to be seen. Following up, will Transformers Rise of the Beast be a reboot or a sequel?
Where's the target? Move, move, move! Hold! Let's go! Let's move out!
This will be the 7th film overall in the Transformers series. It's going to be serving as a sequel to Bumblebee, which was sort of a reboot for the franchise itself. Over that 8 to 10 year period, the original films had some declining returns. The first one, which had a 58% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and made over $700 million at the box office, got things going just nicely. The subsequent films received a mixed, largely bad bag of reviews, but ticket sales continued coming in, and the third and fourth films each brought in over $1 billion at the box office. The last night, though, hit a low point, earning only $600 million at the box office, falling short of the original movie's total. The first 5 films received the lowest Rotten Tomatoes scores from critics, achieving barely 15% overall. With Bumblebee from 2018, which adopted a smaller, more solitary approach to the franchise, the Transformers brand was reinvented. The $135 million budget for the film was the lowest of the bunch so far, yet it brought in $468 million globally. Additionally, the reviewers came around again, and the film currently has a 90% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Although it's important to note that all these movies are still set in the same universe and time frame. Transformers Rise of the Beast will start right where the movie left off. Up next, Anthony Ramos and Dominic Fishback are gonna join the cast.
We were brothers once.
Haley Steinfeld and John Cena in particular will not be reprising their roles as Bumblebee, and so it seems that Transformers Rise of the Beast will be getting a bunch of new faces. Anthony Ramos will play the lead in this one. Additionally, joining the team is Dominic Fishback. They appear to be in charge of the military and research division that will be responsible for identifying the long-standing struggle between these Transformers factions. Plus, Peter Cullen is back voicing Optimus Prime. As for the Transformers themselves, well, these guys have a lot going on. After doing these tasks for the whole franchise, Peter Cullen will return to voice Optimus Prime. In addition, Bumblebee, who's been in every movie up to this point, is back alongside the other Autobots. Along with Mirage, RC from Revenge of the Fallen is there, and Wheeljack from Dark of the Moon is also present. Then there are the Maximals under the leadership of Optimus Primal, which include Rhinox, Airrazor, and Cheetor. Scourge, which we mentioned before, together with Nightbird and Battletrap, make up the Terracons. More additions are definitely going to happen, especially as the plot develops. Moving on, when will the sequel be released. The good news about Transformers Rise of the Beasts is that filming for the movie has already been done and ended. This was concluded about a year ago. This is due to the fact that the movie was initially intended to be released this summer, but due to the timing of several other releases, Paramount decided to postpone the film. It'll now hit the cinemas on June 9, 2023, and so there's still a couple of months before the movie comes out, but we think that it's going to be a great sequel and definitely worth the wait. Next up, how is the movie going to expand the franchise?
I stuck the tag!
With many Transformers movies in the works for release over the next few years, Paramount has huge ambitions for the future of Hasbro's well-known toy brand. With Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox as the main human characters, Michael Bay helped establish the Transformers series all the way back in 2007. Fox only stayed on for 2 movies, but LaBeouf's Sam Witwicky was the major character throughout the initial trilogy. Transformers Rise of the Beast, the upcoming Transformers film, will be the first of many to come. After spending a few years working on several concepts, Paramount appears to have decided what the franchise's future will include. It features a fresh trilogy of films that broaden the storyline to include characters other than the Autobots and Decepticons. Plus, plans exist for the first Transformers film since 1986, Transformers the Movie, to return to animation. The fans will be able to watch a number of new Transformers films over the following several years. Plus, after Rise of the Beast, we'll be getting Transformers 8. Transformers 8 will be the second installment of a new trilogy that will be started with Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Currently, there are very few details available about the 8th film. It's unknown if Ramos and Fishback's characters will still be included in the project, or if Stephen Caple Jr. will return to helm the movie. But both of those scenarios appear possible in light of the studio's early announcement that Transformers 8 is definitely happening. Although the plot hasn't been released, fans may anticipate that it will build on the story begun in Transformers Rise of the Beasts. This might go into further depth on the history of the Maximals than what will be revealed in Rise of the Beasts. It may also do a deeper exploration of the Beast Wars mythos. Although a release date for Transformers 8 hasn't yet been set, the early announcement may indicate that it'll be available in 2025 or 2026. Let's talk about Transformers 9. Transformers 9 is also in production to complete the new trilogy started with Transformers Rise of the Beasts. In addition to Paramount's intentions for an 8th movie, there are no more details about the plot or cast of Transformers 9. Unlike its direct predecessor, it's reasonable to assume that the film will continue to broaden the Beast Wars universe in some way. It could also be revealed that Unicron is involved in this long-standing dispute. Of course, the series might revisit its history to reintroduce the Dinobots and have them interact with the Transformers with animal themes. Unless the movie is shot concurrently with Transformers 8, which Paramount has not yet announced, Transformers 9 won't be released until 2028 or 2029. Lastly, will Michael Bay's Transformers The Last Knight sequel happen? The likelihood of a Transformers The Last Knight sequel is another big question on our minds. In order to expand on the events of the first film, Michael Bay and Paramount intended to produce more films. Plans altered soon after the release of Transformers The Last Knight. As a result, the Bay period of cinema has been overshadowed. At a later time, Paramount could reconsider the concept of carrying on the Transformers series in the present, even if it requires moving forward without Michael Bay's participation. That's a wrap for this video. Are you excited about the upcoming sequel? Comment below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!